newest member of Audi's brat pack is here, the Audi RS5. Now we saw the Sportback, we saw the convertible, and we now have the coupe styling. I really love this coupe styling of this car. I think it's truly a handsome car. But looks apart, even its predecessor was a coupe, and we loved that RS5 for all that it was. Will we like this one even better is what we've got to find out. With a car like this, spending time to stand and stare is understandable. But the joy is really in being behind the wheel. I wish I had a racetrack to go wild on, but I'm confined to the outskirts of Mumbai where the traffic is thinner and the roads emptier to figure this new car out. Dial this car into comfort mode, be gentle with the throttle, and you could be fooled into thinking this is an everyday sedan. Put your foot down slightly harder and you'll be surprised as to how quickly this car reels the cars in front of you in. And you think you're cruising along and then you look down at the speedometer and suddenly you're doing triple-digit speeds. I keep having to pull myself back. Despite the holiday season, it still takes a while to get out of our city traffic, and as I nip in and out of gaps, I make smooth progress. The size and agility of the RS5 make it effortless. Of course, the city roads are strewn with rough patches and potholes, and here too the Audi deals with it with surprising ease. You'll be quite surprised at the ride. It's pliant, it's supple. In fact, it's really good as far as sports cars go. It's a hot day as well, 42 degrees outside, and the AC works efficiently to cool the car down instantly, and I'm comfortable. Okay, so looks like I'm going to be getting out of the city traffic onto an open stretch of road. Time to shift it into dynamic. Yeah, but here's the problem. The button's on the passenger side, so it makes it a bit tougher to get to. I have to take my eyes off the road, but luckily there's a shortcut on the steering that lets me change the drive mode, and that is much easier. Under the hood of the RS5 is a new 2.9-litre twin-turbo V6. Yes, it's the same engine that's used in the Porsche Panamera S and the Cayenne S, but it's new to the RS5. Power remains 450 HP, which is the same as the previous engine, but where the big jump is in the 170 Nm more of torque. Once you get an open stretch, you get a good feel of that difference. Well, I have it in dynamic. I'm on a more open stretch of road, and that's what I'm talking about. Pin your foot to the floor, and this car is quick. It just flies. Audi claim a 3.9 second 0 to 100, and our test figures threw up a 4.09 second time. So there's no doubting its abilities. Forget numbers, it's just the way it feels out on the road that's quite enthralling. In comfort, it will whisk you to cruising speeds in a mask of refinement. And in dynamic, it makes everything sharper and instantaneous. Flicking through the paddles on a nice winding section of road makes the drive all that much more fun. Shifts come quick and fast. And in dynamic mode, the exhaust does get a little more sound and feel to it. It's not quite as raucous as its competitors, but it still gives you the feeling. What comes to light on a winding section though is that the steering doesn't quite feel like it's meant to be in a focused performance car. A little more feedback and bite would have been better. However, this is a quattro, and that ensures that you're absolutely connected to the road at all times. The all-wheel drive system puts the power exactly where you want it, and levels of grip are really quite incredible. You could push this car, and even the most worried of drivers will feel absolutely confident in it. It feels a lot more playful and willing to change direction than the previous RS5. And it's got a good set of brakes too, slows you down as as quick as you want, so it gives you the confidence to enjoy the speed of this car as well. Finally, it's time to stop, stay still, and let the adrenaline levels come down a little. And take a look at how the new RS is different. It gets an additional trim, which include blackened headlamp and tail lamp shells, and an inset gloss black grille with Quattro emblazoned on the lip. There are also some incredible looking 20-inch chrome alloy wheels, although they're optional and the 19-inch wheels are standard. And as ever, there's an accentuated diffuser which houses two massive oval tailpipes. There's a black clip to the boot and the muscular RS wheel arch extensions. What really makes this a good looker is the sharply raked roof. Despite the aggressive kitting, there is an undeniable elegance to this car. Inside, things are far less dramatic, and it's all but identical to any of the other A5s or even an A4. You get a flat-bottom steering wheel and a racier layout for the virtual cockpit digital dials like the S5 Sportback. What's new are the front seats, which are thicker and better bolstered than the S5s. They also offer every possible adjustment and even a massage function. However, the chunky front seats take up so much space, the rear buckets offer almost no legroom. I'm short and I can just about manage. However, the large rear windows ensure that you don't feel hemmed in. Little gizmos like the plastic arm that offer you your seatbelt at the front are great features. So after having spent the whole day with the RS5, I can say I've come away quite pleased. I began by cutting through the city, and there I found that it was really easy to drive, and it kept me surprisingly comfortable for a sports car. It cruised well out on the highway, and then when I found an open stretch of road with twisty, windy sections, I had a whole load of fun with it. Now, it may not be as involving or adrenaline pumping as some other sports cars, but hey, this car has loads of grip. It is really, really quick, and yet it's comfortable too. So it's nicely rounded and balanced. At a Cro 10, it's also about 20 to 30 lakhs cheaper than its rivals, and that makes it really interesting to look at, especially if you want that kind of car that you can take out to the track on Sunday and yet be comfortable driving to work on Monday. If you prefer two wheels over four, stay tuned. On the other side of this break, it's a comparison between the TVS Apache RTR and the Suzuki Gixxer SP.